with Polygon Pythagoras. Meta math, yeah, crypto cash. Let's go. I seen the metaverse through Metatope, my eyes a megaphone. Customize my empty skin to optimize my flesh and bone. Phase 1, evolution, revolution. Smart contracts inside your smartphone. Phase 1, evolution, revolution. Help me ET's phone. Full body markerless motion capture. The metaverse broken after the Metatope golden era. The whitelist still open, hurry up what you need, golden chariot. Holy virgins that's holding cherubims, paving the road with fairy dust. Create the avatar of your wildest dreams, yeah. And use it inside your live stream. And all your metaverses, favorite games and widescreen. Metatope, visualize your digital.
Well. What is up, everyone? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, and welcome to TopeTalk, episode 28, holiday special giveaway. Yeah, what's going on? And who do we have here today? Oh, Bermuda sends me 100. A 100. That's right, my friend. We are keeping it 100. And thanks for stopping by, everybody. Thanks for getting here early. You know, it's always good to be early. We take note. You know, you got to wait in the back of the line for the buffet if you're late. So, yeah, and typically, open bar starts earlier, the first hour. So, always get there early. Never be late. But yeah, welcome to the stage. Got a bunch of bored apes and a bunch of MT skins chilling. What's going on, Mr. Crypto Medic? How you doing, man?
I'm good, my brother from another mother. How was your holiday? I hope it was fruitful for you and you stuffed yourself silly.
It was cold. 30-something degrees down here in Florida. It's not something that we all live here for. It was so cold. I didn't go outside much. My dog had very little walk. We pretty much ran to a quick spot that I know, and then ran back inside. I mean, he didn't even want to be out there. So I don't know what the rest of the world was doing, but it was cold.
Chris, I love you, bro, but I really don't feel bad for you. When we woke up the day before Christmas, it was 4 degrees.
Yeah, 32 is cold, though. 32 is cold.
Especially for a Florida boy.
Yeah, that passed through the desert before it went out to you guys. That day was like 31 here before it rolled out of here, but Christmas Day it was 72, so I can't complain. We sat outside and ate.
Yeah, it's back to 67 degrees here.
Yeah, today is a nice day outside for sure. It's hopefully people in the north are getting back to normal. I know that some places are still like without power and stuff. That's got to suck. But yeah, what's going on, Enzo? See, you're up here on stage as well.
Hey, how's it going, man? I spent Shelly spent all of Christmas in bed because she had COVID, and then come Monday, I caught COVID, and we just spent this week like recovering from COVID, and like we're finally getting better. Aside from like my throat's still sore and her throat's pretty sore also, but aside from that, like the fever's gone and like my body isn't in like a lot of pain anymore. But the first like 2 days, like during Christmas, like it was awful. Like he was in bed in pain and like I was pretty bad. So Christmas wasn't that fun, but thankfully, hopefully by the time New Year's comes around, we'll be all set. But we did get engaged today, so that's fun news.
Let's go. Congratulations, Enzo. I'm really glad you're feeling better also. Yeah, you really wrapped it around there. I was like really sad, towards the end of that story, and then you let me know that you popped the question, dude. So that's awesome.
Yeah, man. It came out of nowhere because we never had any plans to like get married, like either of us. We were like, yeah, we're not gonna get married, and then I woke up this morning after I had a dream about marrying her, and I was like, you want to get married? And like it just kind of went from there.
Man, that
Dude,
was
Netflix
awesome,
needs
Enzo.
to make a true DGen love story movie out of this.
DJ and lovers. does your fiance own any NFTs?
That's how they met.
Yes. Yeah, Shelly and I met because of we met in an NFT project over on AVAX called Chicken. We got a chicken together. She had been in chicken since it minted. I was gifted a chicken from one of the people in chicken because I got a tattoo of it, and then we ended up getting another chicken together. But yeah, she had actually been in DeFi and NFTs longer than I have been.
Dude, that is so cool. And you wound up with the one of one.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. I got
She's
really lucky. I'll give myself that. I got really, really lucky with her.
That's awesome, Enzo.
you guys are now
Considering
going
the
to
whole
be you guys are now going to be like my Christmas crypto story. You know, it was the night before Christmas, and there were these DJs that fell in love.
Hey guys,
Hilarious.
like
will y'all bring Joey up? I think he wants to speak.
Yeah, I've already got him up here, Walker. What's going on,
What's up,
Joey? See
Joey?
your hands up, man.
What's going on? I was just wondering what Metatope was about.
Yeah, bro. So Metatope, we've been developing technology for going on 2 years now. And we have a full body markerless motion capture software that's deployable from the front facing camera on a mobile device. And it brings NFTs to life. And in the
So,
ability
like an
for
AR thing?
Yeah, bro. It does have AR components, and like the way that the end user experiences this, we're using computer vision, which is the practice of teaching artificial intelligence how to interpret and retarget data in real time to animate an avatar. But you just open up the mobile application, you verify ownership of the asset, and then you can add different accessories or like digital wearables to it, and then you're able to embody that.
So like the technology of Snapchat. Is that what you guys are using?
No,
Much higher level though. Snapchat can't do a dance, basically, right? So head to toe, and we're not plugging into
It's actually
AR
pretty
kit.
wild, man, what Snapchat could do nowadays. I don't know.
Yeah, well, they're using
Snap.
some of AR kit.
Yeah, no, Snapchat can do some amazing things, for sure. Now, the limitations when you compare, our infrastructure to something like Snapchat, is, first the tracking capabilities. There's nothing else out there that's capturing face, body, and hand simultaneously from the front-facing camera on a phone. We really think that that's where mass adoption can happen with a technology like this, because it gives the average content creator a software that they can run seamlessly, on their device with no external hardware.
Yeah,
And
but
then,
on that point, wouldn't you say that, like that type of AR would be up to, like the Amazons of AR? Like, why would you try to make that like that aspect of things is like a more money incentive? Like, you would have to have like a VC backing to get that stuff down pat.
so our parent company is the largest direct response media agency in the country. They've been around for 48 years.
Which company?
So Intermedia Group of Companies is the companies, and Intermedia Advertising is the agency in reference to the direct response media. They do linear and OTT, so television, Hulu. They specialize in celebrity endorsements. That's something that we've seen. That traditional media approach really doesn't work. With younger demographics. I know even me, personally, like subliminally, I'll completely turn my mind off as soon as I know something is an ad. I don't even mean to. Sometimes I'll write down that I need the product, but I won't buy that product.
But that's not, that's our minds. That's a marketing mind. Like that's not the average consumer.
I disagree. I mean, if you look at traditional ads, and the turnover, the ROI, it's changing.
Ads where what the ROI on what? What type of ads are we talking about?
Just ROIs on traditional media. more corporate based analog.
Like in what field? That's very vague.
Across the board.
Like digital, like billboards. Like there's so many type of marketing. Like that doesn't add up to me.
Oh, understood. So we kind of got off here. Is there any more questions that you had about our project? You know, you also asked me to distinguish ourselves from a platform like Snapchat. You know, so first you have the tracking capabilities. Secondly, you have the ownership piece. Right? There's not an infrastructure inside of Snapchat that allows for you know, blockchain interactions, token gated features, the ownership of those assets to be, you know, dispersed properly. And then also the scalability to come in to collections and to be able to onboard those communities where we have the capability to do that for Ethereum, Cardano, and Solana.
So technically, it's just like a Discord bot, like where you just check your ownership of a token, and then that's the right.
So it's
there.
a lot more complicated than that, right? Like our base model is a 721. All of the accessories are 1155s. We've got some of the smartest minds,
Which is typical. I mean, that's
we're right. But I don't know if you can name any other applications that allow for that to be rendered in real time and to change all of those digital collectibles between.
That's what they're
all of the
working
base
on
models.
right now. They're
Right,
working on a lot
into
of .AR stuff right now.
Yeah, no, dude, 100%. You know, we've got some really strong patent pendings. We've done, you know, everything we can to position ourselves well in this market. But I pay all the credence to the fact that we're taking on a very big feat. But at the
I
end
just
of the
don't
day,
see how a small company or a small startup is going to be the one that sets the wave without like any funding and this type of technology advancement. That doesn't make sense in my brain.
Well, again, we
So
have
I'm
plenty
sorry,
of
I
funding.
just want to understand where you're coming from with no funding. There's been more than $1 million spent on this project so far.
From
It's
where?
from our parent company that he just told you about. They've
Again, and
fully funded
John,
this
I
project.
appreciate
Yeah.
I appreciate that, but there's no reason for us to be sharing our financials.
I mean, that's information that's usually public when people are asking to invest into a company.
Well, you know, I mean, I guess you have a
No
good
one's
point there, and
asking
maybe that's
for an
something.
investment, I guess.
Yeah,
We're building a project.
in the
We're
future,
building a product here.
Yeah, a product that we can invest into, and that's like one of the like reasons why you hold these, right?
Well, you're buying a product here. You're buying the app and the ability to take the NFT that you own and embody that and record things in full motion capture that nobody else can do with your avatar because you own it. So that's where I think there's a little miss. It's not really an investment that we're looking for. We're looking to build a platform and a project and a community that will engage with this technology.
And this is just the first technology we're releasing. You know, we're rolling this out on PC, web based.
So you're building a social media.
We do have a social media infrastructure that lies under the markerless motion capture interactions.
Where were you guys when the internet was coming about? Like, I was just wondering.
When in what context?
Like
my
when the
life
internet
and my
was.
age.
No, I'm just asking. Like, where were you when the internet was coming into play?
Well, I was in school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you know this. You know, we've kind of discussed the markerless motion capture. You know, we've discussed the mobile application. You know, you alluded to the fact that there are, you know, social components that will be, you know, inside of this infrastructure, inside of the user experience. And we're branching into quite a few things there. You know, you can kind of take it for what it's worth. There's a lot of Bored Apes. There's a lot of Bored Apes that don't create content. There's a lot of content creators that would love to make stuff with a Bored Ape. And when you think about the way that we're going to grow this community, this space, it's by awareness and onboarding. And as we spoke on, I don't think we agreed, but traditional marketing is much less effective, especially in our target demo.
I never disagreed with that.
Okay. And so, you know, you can't shove something in today's, in my opinion, it's very hard to shove something down somebody's throat, and that comes from corporate traditional advertising. And this is an opportunity to bridge these assets into the next form of media, to bring them alive, to allow the communities to be the voice and the face of the brand, and to activate.
It just sounds like a lot of other projects that just failed before you. I just don't see what separates you from all of them.
Our technology, I don't know anybody else that has created software that is even comparable to ours in this industry.
I mean,
you have
Pokemon
companies
Go.
like Emmy, but this is completely. Have you ever played around with the Emmy application?
Yeah, I used to dabble in like the creation of real estate AR. Yes, I have.
And so Emmy is, and it's back, like I think it's back like Tony Robbins. Can't think of
That's
their
a
collection
mistake.
name.
If it's backed by Tony Robbins, that is a mistake.
They've got like this bunny collection, and what they built was a software that like it captures your face, and then it has all of this information, this database, and it's pulling those movements, and that's a really cool product. And like I've seen kids just like go crazy over it, because it's so interactive and fun and kind of leaves this element of surprise. But what we have done again is give the ability for holders to seamlessly come into an application, to brand that avatar with different traditional brands like clothing brands. I mean, we know a lot that are building in the space, and quite a few that we have relationships with that are chomping at the
like which ones?
Bro,
Which companies?
they're chomping at the bit, and what they've said across the board. What is your vision and your goals for this company over the next 12 to 18 months? They tell me that they want to take their IP, to brand it into these existing communities in the Web3 space, and to drive value for their IRL brand. And what better way to do that? To have a platform where you can come in, you can access your avatar, brand it with these digital collectibles, go out to these audiences that you've cultivated through connection. You know what brings them joy, and now you're presenting that in a brand new way with this IP right in their face. And I do not believe there's a better vertical to create genuine interest in NFTs from the digital identity perspective. But dude, Joey, really, man, like I appreciate you, coming up so much, and I would love to hear you more, about why you don't like my personality on Twitter, because dude, I'm trying to learn.
Because we met in a Twitter space, and you gave me a follow, and I followed you back. We were having a good conversation. Next day, you just unfollowed me for no reason, and
bro, I promise you, that was 100% unintentional.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
That's not why. It's actually a joke. I really don't care about that. To be honest, it was just more so I'm just like trying to understand like what this project's different. Like what is different about this project? Like I genuinely want to know like what really, really is going to make this different. Like I don't want to hear like the community and the AR or any of that, like, because I genuinely like I did get like kind of pissed and was like looking at your stuff, but then I was like, I genuinely do invest into communities like this, and I would like to be a part of this if it's something that is going to add value to AR or anything like that. I think that the technology that you guys are going after is something that big fish are already done with. But that's just like from what I've seen.
So I just want to ask. I think that's a great point. So can you point me where I can use some technology that captures my hands to my feet without having to put on a suit or markers or buy thousands of dollars worth of equipment? Because if there is, then I want to use that. I just like we haven't seen that.
It's
and I think
just not monetized. It's out yet. It's out everywhere. It's not monetized right now.
Okay, well, if it's not monetized, then where is it out everywhere, I guess?
I mean,
And
I could tell
yeah.
you the Golden State Warriors have access to it.
Okay, well, they have hundreds of thousands of dollars. What we're creating, anyone with a cell phone is going to be able to use. And I think that's where the value proposition is.
Yeah, no, that's
For,
what I'm trying to say. Is wouldn't a bigger company be the one to onboard the masses at a cheap price? Like, wouldn't that be the?
so I mean, the way our mobile application is completely free. This is going to be in the user's hands before we sell anything, and it's always going to be free to access. You can come into the application, you can access some base models. I don't know if you saw the Board API Club video that we did, but like that base model will be available in the application, a derivative of that model, so that so Evan has his actual unique his unique skin, but yeah, so the completely free experience for people to come in to use the technology, and to see what they think about it, and we what we saw was this. Are you familiar with Brut Media, Little Michaela?
I am, yes.
So that was a really like crazy thought experiment, and it was so fun to watch. A little creepy at times, but that idea of a digital influencer, the ability for people to step in to anything that they want to. I think there's a massive place, for a lot of money and a lot of onboarding. And that's our tech side, right? And dude, I would love to dive more into it with you. If you want to set up a private meeting, I know I can get, me and some of the other leaders of our company on the call, and we'll answer any questions that you have. But that's the technology side. Then we also have the art side, which is very important in this space. We teamed up with Jared Morantz. He did he did editions of Batman, Thanos, Iron Man, Spider-Man. He worked on a lot of the art for Planet of the Apes. He had been approached many times about projects, and he couldn't get away from feeling like it was kind of this paper doll. And when he saw this, he said, "This is the ability for my fans. This is the evolution of fandom, and for them to step in to this asset." So we have went through many links to ensure that this asset, from a creative perspective and a utility perspective, really holds its own with anything out there. And dude, like we all know, like the ability to onboard communities and to bring them utility is one of the biggest alphas for any project that's trying to build. And this technology allows for us to onboard entire communities and to bring their assets to life, to elevate those brands. And so, yeah, bro, appreciate you listening.
Awesome, guys. Yeah, man. Joey, thank you so much for jumping up here and, asking questions that mean a lot to you. And I'm sure as an investor, it's important for you to get the information that you need to make a educated decision. So appreciate if you do want to jump in, like Walker said, host, we're always down to have meetings with people in this space. We don't have anything to hide. We're fully doxxed. So if there's questions that you want to ask in another conversation, we're always down, man. Yeah, let's reset the room real quick here. Want to thank everyone for hanging out. If you haven't, go ahead and retweet the space. We're down to talk some more Metatope, down to talk a little Solana, down to talk really anything. I mean, at Christmas, we got holidays all around the place right now. And I'll tell you, it's like here in Florida and Tampa, people are, I can't ride my bike outside because I'm definitely going to get hit by a tourist. Like I want to go on my bicycle like a normal human, and it's not possible down here in these times because it's hard to even drive. I need a Tesla so that way I don't have to drive, and I'll get from point A to point B. But yeah, so thanks everyone for coming up and go ahead,
You
Joey.
said Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
it's crazy down here.
Are you what part are you in?
West Palm.
Nice, man. Actually, West Palm is a good spot, dude. Actually, I'm good friends with Daniel and Daniel Valiant
I
Time
just
out
saw
there.
that motherfucker yesterday at a bar.
Yeah, dude, that's sick, man. He's a great guy, and I like the Vinyl Fish Club that they're building down there on that main street. So I definitely got to get back out to West Palm pretty soon. next time we got to get the guys together because that'd be a good time. Yeah. Anyway, Mr. Enzo, again, congratulations on your engagement. Did you, I know that you said you guys were sick. Are you going to like postpone family stuff, or is this something where you just kind of roll it into like Easter?
So my family goes like my dad goes away for New Year's. So Shelly and I will probably be spending New Year's by ourselves. Um, and we don't want to get anybody sick anyway, so we'll probably just stay home. Thankfully, we can like actually enjoy New Year's unlike Christmas where she was just laying in bed in pain. But yeah, thankfully we'll be able to kind of enjoy like the actual weekend a little bit more. Uh, but yeah, we'll probably be by ourselves so we don't mess anybody else up.
Well,
This
did you know that? Did you know that there's still
I haven't
opportunity to
been.
get her a gift? Oh, go ahead. Sorry, buddy.
I was gonna say I haven't been sick. Like I haven't been sick in years. Like the last time I was sick was probably when I was like 14, which was like 14 years ago. And like I remember like getting sick never felt this bad. Like this is the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. I've never been this badly hurt by something, and I'm not sure what it is. Cause like 2 days after I was in bed in pain, like I was getting up at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, like barely wanted to do anything. And like the next day, out of nowhere, I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning and couldn't go back to sleep. I had so much energy. So I don't know what it is with this COVID thing, but like it is the strangest thing that's ever hit me.
And
Yeah,
so, how did
bro.
you propose?
uh, so I opened my eyes, I rolled over, I woke up Shelly, and I was like, "Hey, let's get married." And she said, "Yeah."
Dude,
I don't know how
honestly,
else
I
people
don't know a
people
more
propose.
degen way to propose.
Yeah, I had no ring, I had no planning. It was just like, "Hey, you want to get married?" And she sleeps with like a sleeping mask because she like needs like full darkness. If not, she wakes up. And she like lifts up her mask. She like barely opens up her eyes, and I'm like asking her if she wants to get married, and she's like, yeah." So
So there's
yeah,
a
it was
chance she wasn't awake yet. So that she could. Okay, we gotta
Was it a dream or a
jump to
nightmare?
I mean, you can ask her. She's right here. You can ask her. Go. You can tell them how the story went.
The story went exactly like that. I said, "How did you go from you didn't want to get married at all to now you want to marry me?" He said he had a dream, and I said, "Oh, okay. The dream made it so." He said, "Yes." I said, "Okay."
Enzo's a man who knows what he wants. Congratulations, Shelly.
Thank you so much.
Well, great. What's up, Bermuda? So you kind of wanted to speak your
Yo,
mind. How's your
congrats,
Thursday?
Enzo. That's dope, bro. And congrats to your fiance as well. That's always a great feeling. You guys should go celebrate, enjoy. Joey's still here. Okay, cool. Yeah. Joey's bringing up some good points. Walker bringing up some good points. But now you got me interested, bro. Now I'm starting to think like, okay, you said that you've seen like a lot of the tech. You mentioned the Warriors. I tried to look it up. I couldn't find anything.
Yo, don't look
Where?
that shit up. We went to fucking court for this. FTX fucking funded us. This bullshit, dude. I don't want to talk about it.
No, that's fine.
We'll
That's
be
fine.
we'll be back though. We'll be back in March. I'm not really allowed to disclose anything.
No, outside of that though, outside of whatever you're talking about, like, have you seen like full body range of motion with AR or VR kind of like used
Yeah,
outside of what you're talking about?
yeah. With the Yeet Pizza, do you know her?
What? How do I yeet pizza?
Do you know her?
Nah,
Okay, let me see if I can find her.
on
Like,
Twitter.
yeah.
No, I don't.
Wait,
But
actually, she never mind. She made her account private. So yeah, no, she's working on some some pretty crazy tech recently. If you wanted to see something like full body, and like it's pretty cool. But no, I definitely want to see some like just something. I want to see something.
Oh yeah, it's definitely important to know for these guys on stage, like what the competition looks like, right? Like I don't know what the if you're
That's
saying
the
that they're
thing I was trying to say is like this tech is done, but it's not monetized. So you're right. There is some step hold to that you guys could take, but how are you going to get in front of? The thing is, like when you launch something, if you even get any attention, a bigger company is just going to step on you.
well, I think for these guys, they had, from my understanding, they got about 2 years of like tinkering with, the app and one or two patents going from my understanding. So like as far as another larger company coming in, yeah, absolutely. I think the space is going to be, we look a couple years from now, it'll be like, who got there first.
And yeah, I'm
But
still
I think
here.
there's
You think I
a
came in to talk shit and leave? I'm trying to actually build value here.
no. I didn't think you came in to talk. I love questions like that, so it's good stuff. But I feel like yeah, first mover advantage is going to be tough because of the larger companies that come in. But if there is enough of a first mover advantage time wise, maybe there could be a niche corner of the market that does adapt to the tech, because a lot of these larger brands are mostly on Polygon, number one. But number
Yo, can
two,
I back up to what
I,
you said, the niche? I'm real bullish on what you just said about that. Like the exact phrase, like the niche market. That's what I'm down to invest into.
there's about 10 to 15,000 of us that are in this CT, right? This NFT, crypto, Twitter. Maybe there's a little more, but like, who I'm talking about. We all know who we're talking about.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that like, if you're in the trenches and you're reaching out to these sub communities and the product is far enough along where another competitor kind of like either A has to copy you or B has to reinvent the wheel a little bit to create it, to make it their own, then it's just going to come down to UI and UX, and whoever has the cleanest UI UX wins. And that's why a lot of wallets like got overtaken. They're like on Cardano back in the day, there were a bunch of wallets, and now, they're no longer used. And same with marketplaces. We see that all the time. And it's going to be the same thing with this. So if Walker and the team can do what they say and execute in a timely manner, they will position themselves to really get it to a point where the UI UX is clean enough that it'll just be the gold standard. If not, then yes, it's going to be a competitive market moving forward. I do see what you're saying.
And I mean, guys, we knew that coming in. We looked at the playing field, and I mean, to be perfectly honest, if you look at AR technology, I mean, it's very, very recent that these capabilities are even possible. And then you look at the application, of computer vision and how abstract it is for engineers to apply it to like these specific databases. There's many practical practices for it. But this is a very, very niche group of builders. And I'm telling you, man, like we have a great product for a proof of concept. And we've worked very hard to get here.
What do you got, Jordan?
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing?
Hey, yo.
Been listening here and there. I had a couple calls I was on, and I got to dip in a minute, but wanted to jump on. Joey, heard some of the questions. I think one thing that I'd like to add, so by the way, I know I don't come in the spaces as nearly as much as I should. Jordan, CEO, I know most of you guys in here. But one thing where I think we have an advantage, what the guys were talking about, is we don't need to be perfect, right? You look at the metas of the world, you look at Snapchat's with their collaboration with Lens, you look at all these companies, and when they're these larger companies, they need to be perfect. If Meta rolled out a product that was not perfect on this side of things, it would not look good. And I mean, their share price would tank. It wouldn't be a good look. Fortunately, with seeing what's out there, sorry guys, my dog is just jumping all over me right now. We have an advantage over them in that regard. I'm also a lawyer by trade. So I know Bermuda mentioned we've got a couple patents filed. Probably by March, we'll have about 5 or 6.
Oh, you're a lawyer too?
I am.
I like
Joey,
that.
are you a lawyer?
No, I'm not. I didn't say it with another O.
Oh.
I was just like, I meant like, wow, like that's cool. We need more lawyers and people that know the law.
Yeah.
In Web3.
Yeah, I'm a transactional attorney. I don't practice. I'm full-time Web3. I mean, that's kind of what started Metatope was I started investing in blockchain back in 2016, 2017. Started law school around the same time. And I was fascinated by the blockchain, by smart contracts, by all these possibilities. And when the rise of, Walker kind of mentioned it, the rise of virtual influencers along with NFTs in late 2020, really was like, hey, we can do so much more with this revolutionary technology than just tapping into meme culture. And I mean,
I swear my blue just got lighter, or yours just got darker. I don't know. My background used to be the same color as yours, and I don't know what the hell just happened. But are my eyes just messing with me?
On your PFP?
No, it's definitely light.
Mine's lighter right now than yours.
It is. That's a trip.
What the hell's going on? I swear it was the same color.
That's a trip. I see that. That's funny. Yeah, so that's kind of, I mean, it's, we can do more. And the legal background really helps with a lot of this. Tapping into experts. I mean, it's really, this team's really awesome with, we know our strong suits, we know our weaknesses, we're well aware of the market. And there's a niche, as Bermuda said, there's a small niche of people that we're targeting right now, and we want to add value.
I will say though, I'm like bullish on like a lot of this stuff. I'm just bearish on like the social media side of things. Like you're trying to make a whole social media aspect
No,
to it, or
so
is it like
to clarify, we have our own platform. So like if you take like a look at the TikTok approach, where they were really incentivizing making it easy to share content with your existing audience, like on Instagram, right? Because I knew what Musical.ly was before they rebranded to TikTok, but I had no incentive to be on there. It was for children.
Okay, I know what you're about to say. I think
so
I
our
like
platform
it.
is
Go ahead.
entirely designed to share to your existing audiences, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on TikTok, Instagram, wherever. It's entirely designed to share to your existing audience. Eventually, maybe we'll have people on there, but that's not how we're building it, because it's very unreasonable to expect people to come over to our platform when they have a following somewhere else. That's just not a realistic expectation.
Dude, that's some good info. That's what I wanted to hear. Like that's what I wanted to actually hear. That's a good that's exactly how I wanted that question answered. Thank you.
Happy to answer.
Because it just makes so much sense. It's like from what I was understanding, like right before this, it was like the second I heard that, my head goes to all these failed businesses that try to make the next MySpace whenever MySpace was going downhill. And holy shit, man, that was a shit show. I was a part of that. Oh my God, dude, that was to find the next MySpace is like trying to find a next World of Warcraft right now. You know what I mean? Like it's impossible. That's what it was like.
No, I appreciate that. And I appreciate, I mean, the hard questions are good because number one, that means we haven't been doing a good enough job clarifying some things, right? So that helps us on talking points. It helps us communicate what's needed to know, because those are things that we're discussing. And I mean, that's one of the troubles with this project, because legitimately, we've been developing this thing for 2 years, and it's very intricate. There are so many moving pieces. There's so many things that we've developed on the smart contract side, on the tech side, everything, that it's like, we have these discussions all the time as a team. It's where do we focus on? Because you have to have something basic, something simple that we're executing on to show and to share with people, or people will miss it, and it gets to be overload. So no, I genuinely appreciate it, and I think that sentiment is shared across the team.
Joe, you said you were working on something like this before, but you can't go into detail.
Not really. The legal shit is not done with, but we should be done in January. It's more so. It was just a project that had to do with the kids and sneakers and AR. We were. I can't really talk too much on it.
That's
though.
fine. That's fine. So let's do this. I'll send you So what it is, you remember D-Gods, like how they had the you kind of filled out some information prior, and then
I was doing the group spaces with. I think you were in some of them with me. I held all the youth spaces with Frank.
Yeah, dude, I held a couple with him too. This shit's fun. By the way, I've been looking into a lot of 10K TF stuff this week because like my exposure is literally 0, but I've been like literally following it since day one. And I messaged Gooch Cheetah last night. I was like going back and forth with him, and I was looking at some of them today. And I think I've come to I know I'm going off on like completely different topic real quick, but I've come to the conclusion that it doesn't really make sense to buy Bored Ape stuff. Even if I have an ape, I should go for Oniforce and then just get a full Oniforce set because it's so much cheaper. And then you get the 20% boost over the 10% boost. And then you get all the items for like a fraction of the cost, right?
So I agree with you on a short-term flip. Yeah, I do agree.
Short-term, not long-term?
Long-term, I see the Gucci Grail apes. You got a lot of collectors collecting them, it looks like. Like if you follow the wallets of all the Gucci apes.
Yeah, Floor's like, like 1 ETH, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll
so
have to talk to you another time about it.
But I think they're looking. I got a lot of their mindset, and most of them are holding. They say 2 to 5 years, but that's like I'm thinking that means March. Like they're trying to get rid of it, but like you know what I mean. I think that I think it will be. I think the grails of the apes will stay high just because of just Bored Ape. But on one man.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm gonna be honest with you, like that one and World of Women, it's just like if both those projects weren't partnered with us, like 10KTF would be well over 1 ETH.
Right. But to be honest, like I'm kind of glad that it's not because the point of entry is nice and more people can come in. But what I'll say to you is let's do this, bro. I joined Metatope because I am bullish long term on the idea of using my skin of my ape, and then I don't have to dox, and it'll be cool in the future. So I sent you a link. Fill it out and get you access to the tech for your feedback. I would love to see because you're real and I hate sugarcoating shit. So like, I'd rather you be like, nah, dude, this sucks. What the hell is this? Right? Because that's how other people think, but they won't say it. And if you're thinking it, somebody else is thinking it. So yeah, man, if and like I said, like with the Frank stuff, with the youth stuff, it was kind of like fill it out, go through it. So fill that out in your free time if you're down and check it out. I would love your feedback.
No, I 100% will. Like I actually came in here genuinely trying to learn about it.
Yeah, I got that energy from you from the jump, and I think we all did.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's all love, bro. And at another time, I'll definitely have to hit you up on some 10K stuff because it's the last shit that came out last week with the videos of Wagmi-san and
Did they release anything today? They usually release something every Thursday.
You know what, bro? It's probably coming. But last week's video was insane.
Dude, yeah, I know. I'm not gonna lie. The people and the storytelling, dude, the community in 10KTF. I haven't seen a community this engaged in like. I mean, I don't know how long.
Real quick, let's run over to Chazgold. What's going on, Chazgold?
Hey, I just wanted to let you guys know that we're gonna start doing a regular every Wednesday night space around like 7:38 PST time, around then, on a kind of little late night for East Coast and West Coast or mid city, please, Midwest people. It's gonna be mostly one-on-one art, but I do want to invite you guys over to come over and talk about your guys' project in that space. Because there's a bunch of like collectors and whales and like people over there. It's gonna be run by Labelli and Bullish Trader, and I'm gonna be helping with them. So on Wednesday nights, we're gonna do it every Wednesday. We did a pop up last night as kind of a test, and we ended up with like through the whole night we got 359 people in there, dude, and like tons of sales went down. Like, dude, it was dope, dude. It was like OG sharing art space type thing. So, but and I know you guys are not a one-on-one project, but like come check us out, dude. Like, cause like I think you would fit in really well there, and like and be able to like tell the people in that space and that community of people over to Metatrope a lot. Because I told them about you guys last night. We were talking about other projects and stuff, and I mentioned you guys, and I was like, I'm gonna invite them back in and went over there this week, and I was gonna send you guys a DM anyway. So, um,
Yeah, dude, we're 100% down for
yeah,
that, man.
yeah,
Appreciate
Wednesday
it,
evenings.
dude. Like, let's definitely get together in the DMs here.
Just follow Labelli or like Lemon. I'm gonna send out DMs on like invites on DM as soon as every time we open the room and stuff, because I have a pretty good following now, and I have pretty good large collector base and stuff. I've been like coming up a little bit harder this last week or two, so a lot a lot more. It's been kind of crazy.
Hey, Chaz, have you applied on the Taupe list yet?
I'm on there. You guys already gave me
Oh,
access.
hell yeah.
That's why I jumped in here.
Oh, perfect. Hell yeah,
Yeah,
perfect. Cool.
yeah.
Okay,
I was
cool. Because
telling
yeah,
about
I
you
want to
guys.
make sure that you're also in for the. Yeah, I want to make sure you're in for the giveaway, man. We're giving away that mutant hound collar, bro. It's like 1.5 ETH. I think they had an issue today with their website getting hacked, but I mean, I think that community is so freaking strong. We're really excited to give this thing away. I mean, it's fun to sit in that Discord and can't wait to see like where that future of that company goes. I think they're going to bounce back just fine from today.
Cool. Yeah. I'm actually at work right now. I'm on a break really quick, but I saw you guys were having a space. So I want to take advantage of the moment to jump in and say hello and thank you for the access you guys already gave me. I was looking into it last night and I was telling those guys about it. So they'll be like, follow me. If you don't follow like Labelli or the Bullish Trader, like jump in with those guys too, because they have Bullish has a really cool project with his Rich Fox Club. So that I think the Metatrope would work really well with them, because they have the mutants also, which they're about to mint out. They're almost minted out with those. So like those would be a perfect fit with the way you guys are doing with the skins and stuff too. So they got a good community going on.
Yeah, we're definitely
Yeah,
down, man. And I appreciate you coming in here and like saying something. I Wednesday nights are perfect, man. It's a good night for us.
cool.
Um, so yeah, I think that would be perfect for the time that you're looking to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
We'd definitely love to jump
yeah.
in there.
Nobody
Well,
else is
we
doing
can
anything on
definitely
Wednesday nights, so it's
even throw a
perfect. You
giveaway
know
or
what I mean?
something.
It's a perfect timing. Like, and I was like that morning. I just made a tweet about like, man, I'm so tired of these freaking like shill hype spaces and like sitting with your hand raised for like 4 hours. Nobody lets you up because they think you already have enough sales. So you got a little bit of traction, and like I was like, man, I'm so tired of that shit. And then those guys come along without even unbeknownst, and like they're like, we're gonna do an OG like we used to do a Clubhouse. Let's do this. I was like, all right, like that's serendipity. So yeah, I think you guys would be a big hit over there, dude. So definitely come in this next week.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's cool because we're probably one of the only projects that's not showing like something to sell. Like we
Right,
haven't even offered anything
right.
out there yet, so people are going to be able to just what we're asking for is people to put some really cool applications in for us to vet through and find people that we can really build a strong community and
Yeah,
make sure this goes places. I
yeah. I
mean,
know. That's why I'm excited about you guys.
every
You guys
day
are like
is
the first big project like this, and I've been kind of keeping an eye on it and like getting excited about it and stuff. So
dude.
I
We
just
always
clicked
have
this
stuff
link
going
and
on
I
in
got all
Discord.
my ETH drained. What is this, Bermuda? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
well, I have a question for you though. So so I have like my projects, like I have like they kind of look like avatars and stuff. Would I be able to use like some of my NFTs that I create, like if I want like in my wallet, that if I keep like an additional one for myself, can I change that into like can I work that with the Metastroke? Would that be able to happen?
Well, so that's a good question. I mean, we're having, with the way that this technology is built, it's already extremely like ridiculously difficult. So we have to start somewhere, and what we're doing is starting with the board apes, right? So we're going to make sure that we understand how to do this. I'm not saying that's not possible. I'm thinking that will be something in the
Cool.
future when we are like in a sense of like where we're going to have a product that could potentially skin from like different
Right.
collections. I mean, but we have to start somewhere, and we're going to start with board apes, and potentially, like we said, we can do even a cross chain.
Yeah.
because it's stored on a tech. So that could be, anything on Solana, anything on Cardano. But I hope to think that, that is something that would be pretty damn sweet.
Yes.
So if
Because some of my side
at,
loans get
at our
propelled
meetings,
real well with you guys' software, dude. With that.
I think Jordan wants to touch on that though. Here, I'll let him jump in.
Yeah, I can hit on that. So we're building this, from the ground up to be scalable.
Mm-hmm.
So everything right now is a proof of concept, effectively. As we go forward, we are planning on automating a lot of these processes, because not only do we want to be a place for other communities to utilize their assets and have more utility, but also create a place for creators to, and another real medium for them to create and make it easy. So the answer is yes. However, not tomorrow. So fully,
I was just curious though.
I'm looking right now at the stuff you're making, so I
Oh,
love it.
thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got some. Man, last night was crazy for me, dude. Like, I sold 5 pieces from my 100 collection, and then minted out another 17 for my open editions that I got going right now from those guys. That's how much hype those kind of spendings going on just personally with this group that I'm hanging out with on Wednesdays. These guys are dope, dude. So yeah, they're cool, dude.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it felt pretty good. I was like, wow, that's a good way to end the year, dude. Let's go. So I got to run back to
At
work
least
though.
someone's
My
doing
drink's
well.
almost over, but I'll catch up with you guys as soon as I can. I'll keep my eye on spaces and stuff. I got the bell on for you guys. So
Sure, man. No worries. Thanks for
yeah,
jumping in here, Chaz. Appreciate you stopping by. Like I said, please send me in a DM real quick here, and I'll talk with you after the space tonight or
okay,
some
cool.
point.
Yeah, this is my
Um,
other account because my other
Bermuda.
one's on lockdown because of freaking Twitter blue. It's on lockdown. It's the 9th. I
Oh
can't
yeah,
even change
Chris,
my
can you
PFP.
can you invite Coffee up?
What's that?
yeah. I'll invite coffee up. Yep. No
All
worries.
right, cool.
Thanks, Chaz.
All right,
Appreciate you,
later.
man.
Great talking to you,
Yep.
Chaz. Thanks, bro.
So while I get coffee up here, Bermuda, I had a question for you, man. Should I be DCAing in the soul, or should I be just kicking over the bags and donating to Goodwill?
Not financial advice.
Not financial advice. Lock, you got me.
Bro, it's bad out there. It's really bad. The way that I look at it with my Ute and DGOD is that I'm no longer looking at it in whatever price it is right now. I'm already thinking it's in ETH price. You know what I mean? I'm thinking 3 months from now. I made a mistake. No, not yesterday. I put money 3 days ago, Coinbase, sent it to Phantom, but had something messed up with my ID, so it took 3 days for it to go over, and that was when Sol was $11, and then it finally got over there today when Sol was $8. So I lost about $1,000, and I made a great play on Hounds this week and made $1,000. So I've gone nowhere this week, and it's just so bad, bro. So I think honestly, you should have no Sol at all right now, and if you have Sol NFTs that you want to hold that are Utes or DGODs, that makes sense because I said long term. And what I'm planning to do is wait till Sol just literally crashes more. I think it could easily go down to $3, dude. I really do. And then probably in 2-3 months from now, I'll probably scoop some more assets from either DGODs or Utes before the merge and then see what happens. But super risky plays, really risky stuff. Probably not worth it for 99% of the people that are in the market right now, considering where we're at. But yeah, it's all bad. I think the main reason FTX, Sol even got that high was because FTX was, pumping them up, and now what's his name's free, and they're selling all the shit again. Alameda's making plays again. It's all bad, dude. It's really all bad. I think a lot of people are finally waking up to the fact that these VC backed chains are not really built to last, and that was sort of the sad thing here, though, is that the tech on Sol and the UI UX is so clean. Phantom Wallet, one of the best wallets, and they could have a telecom play, Helium, which was a coin that I was up on mining it, and I'm definitely down on it now. And my miners are damn near
Oh
worthless.
shit! Did I miss the pre-mint?
For what?
Metatope.
No, you didn't miss it.
You're good.
Oh, so I'm trying to register. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I sent you the link, bro. Why it's not working?
I think he was going into
being
print.
weird. I keep doing it over and over. I think I got it though.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Soul is a tricky one. I think it goes down a lot more from where it is now.
Dude, I can't believe people don't like. I mean, dude, they're just turning a blind eye to SBF, and it's just like it. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, it's definitely not normal. What's going on, Coffrey?
Yo, what's going on, fam? I'm pretty sorry if I I don't really talk that much. I'm a bit shy, so I will try to keep it simple and easy to understand as much as possible. But right now, I don't know, man. Like talking about soul and all that stuff. Honestly, I wouldn't be able to um feel comfy just like going and buying more NFTs. So right now with the situation, I would just go like I told before. I'm gonna go full ETH right now, like 100%. And I mean, I was able to mint this youth back when there was a tube. So honestly, I'm a bit disappointed to see like where it dropped, and I believe it'll go like way more down. Like honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if it hits 3, 2, or $1. Honestly, but yeah, I'm pretty happy to be up here. Like this is my second time on actually on space, and it feels pretty good.
Thanks for coming up,
Let's
man. We
go.
appreciate you being here.
I just got to give you a shout out because we've started to connect recently on here and love what you're doing, and the content and just everything you post. It's awesome to meet good people on here. So I'm glad you came up here. Glad you're here. My biggest question is it pronounced Kofri or Coffrey or how do you pronounce it?
It is actually coffee, like coffee, you would say like coffee, but instead of coffee you say coffee. So yeah, and I mean, it's a huge honor for me to be talking with you guys, with you, Jordan, with Walker, with everyone right here. It's amazing. It feels great, like hearing your voices. It is different from like only tweeting out and all that stuff, and replying to so many people here on Web3, which has been a such an amazing journey so far. And now I believe that I made the play right now with Hounds. I was able to pick one up point 0.3 ETH, and now just it went up like crazy, right? And pretty surprising what happened in the morning with the guys just being hacked. That's really fucked up. But I'm pretty sure that they will figure out and just come back even stronger. I don't know why, but something tells me that it's gonna be a good one right there.
Yeah,
No, they've
it's
got an
a
amazing
good lesson
team.
for people to learn. Sorry, Walker.
No worries at all. I think there's just a little bit of a delay. Yeah, and I was just paying credence to what they've done over there, especially in the Bear to build such a strong community, and I expect to see some really cool things out of them. I was hearing murmurs that this is like a layer 2 project for Yuga. It's really exciting.
Yeah, so Coffrey, I'm how long have you been in the space? Because I know we've been chatting a little bit. I like your story because you posted last night. You hit 1,500 followers. I wanted to hear your story overall.
Okay, so here on Web3, I've been like, I believe almost one year. I've been into all this NFT stuff since March, if I'm not mistaken. That I was able to actually win one raffle from one of my friends. And before that, he always told me like, "Hey, bro, you need to get into the NFTs and all that stuff." And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I'll check, right?" And I don't know why something like told me about this raffle, and I was like, "Okay, let's hop in, right?" And I just got into it. So I went to buy some Solana, and I went to the raffle, and thankfully I was able to win that raffle. And after that, I just like found like the Money Boys, like those guys just welcomed me amazing. Like they were like super. like pretty warm, down to welcome, and that really got me. And after that, I decided, well, let's go for something else, right? And I was aiming for DeGods, but after so many things that happened in this year, and also that I had to pay some stuff and all that shit, so I couldn't like get into that many investing into crypto. I had to like prioritize my stuff, right? And yeah, so I was just like going for it, and when it was the um the tubes thing, I was able to get one, and it was pretty exciting to see like people actually coming, like welcoming and tell me like, yo dude, like that's amazing, that's pretty dope, all the best, like best wishes, like one-on-one right there, all that stuff, right? And then everything just went up like crazy when it was the reveal, like the mint reveal for the tubes. And I got my youth, the one that I'm rocking right now. So basically, since that moment, since November 4, if I'm not mistaken, that was the mint. That was exactly when everything just went up, right? And I was able to connect with so many amazing people out there, like like you, Jordan, like with Jason, with Walker, with so many other guys that they are just amazing people. And yeah, it's amazing, like I'm able to talk to you guys instead of like just tweeting out and replying messages on either DMs or tweets. It is amazing. And yeah, that's basically it.
Dude, we appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for being here and for engaging. And it's we need everybody. You really do. You need everybody that's left, and until everyone comes back. So then we'll have more people to talk to. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun getting to know people that you've never met before, and spending time with them in spaces, and then meeting them in person, real life, is something special. I mean, I had that opportunity a couple times now, and some of those people are, it's you start to think about like Web3 people, constantly like, oh, I wonder what they're doing. Hope they're good. So, what's going on, Enzo? Saw your hands up. Sorry, bud.
Hey, so I was actually listening into the conversation about Solana, and I never really liked Solana, but Vitalik did put out a message about like 30-45 minutes ago about how there's some earnest, like smart developer in Solana, and how it might have a bit of a bright future. And since he put out that tweet about like 30-40 minutes ago, the price of Sol actually went up 10%. So that's
Jesus, what did you tell me like 30 minutes ago?
I had my hand raised for 5 minutes.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. What's going on, Joey?
What's going on? I think if you want my feedback on all this, my experience filling out this stuff on iPhone is atrocious, but I think it's just because it's on the phone. But I did fill it out 500 times. Just like this whole time, I've been filling it out over and over and over. It just keeps every time I go back, it doesn't. There is no save, and then it checks it and it says, "Oh, something went wrong," and then I fill it out, and then it's like, "Oh, your application's submitted. Now do all this," and then it makes me redo it again. There's just like feedback on. It's not. I'm not looking at your project bad. I'm just giving you some feedback on like what I'm going through right now. But I'm pretty sure that it might be just a phone thing.
Thank you for the feedback. I can confirm that your application's been received. It probably hit a few times. I'm definitely
I
seeing
must
it
have
in
just
there.
kept submitting it over and over.
Yeah, but thanks for the feedback. I mean, we're constantly improving things, and we tested it out on the phone. Haven't really had that issue of having to resubmit it, but
So I'll give you
we'll
where
investigate it.
I'll tell you where it went wrong. I think it's during the pre-mint link. So it's like, oh, you did this first step, and then you got to do the second step, and then that's when it makes me redo the application over and over, and then every single step that I do individually, it'll be like, okay, now you got to do this, but then I have to redo the whole application over to get to that pre-mint link.
Okay. So yeah, that's something we'll look into. Premint's been having a few different issues, and because we're not affiliated with them, we're just using their services because people trust to connect a wallet to Premint way more than they will if it's just our site.
Another thing before I forget, I would guide people to Wallet Connect on the phone instead of MetaMask. I went to MetaMask twice, and it literally just closes out and then opens up a blank pre-mint whenever I click MetaMask. But if I click Wallet Connect on the iPhone, it goes straight to it. I then had a few issues, but it is a code thing, right? Like I'm supposed to have a code for pre-mint.
You don't
Like
need to have a
if I
code.
get it, it's telling me I
No.
need a
So
code number.
so what happens is we'll every 8 hours we basically talk to Premint's API and then connect the applications that come in so we can connect them because it has to be a manual process. These Premint doesn't have a lot of developer tools. Honestly, we could do all of this in house, but again, we used to, but people didn't like connecting a wallet to our own website. And that's why we started using Premint, just because it's trusted more. So I think that's been throwing some wrenches in it, but that's good feedback because I've heard a lot of other people have been having issues with MetaMask and Premint.
Yeah, so it's
We can.
Wallet Connect, then so if they click Wallet Connect then MetaMask, that would be the correct route for what's going on the website to iPhone at least.
Appreciate that. Yeah, we'll add some other kind of information to help guide people through some of those hoops and hurdles they have to
But
jump
yeah, I'm
through and
pretty
over.
stoked. The website looked it was pretty smooth. I like the questions. I like that you were saying to keep things short. I liked a lot about it, man.
Thanks, man.
Pretty smooth process. I was just giving you some stuff that I was going through.
Yeah, it's always needed because we we've built a lot of stuff from scratch, so we always want to make sure that it's tested as much as possible, and that's really that's what really the Tope list is about, is getting the tech in front of people, and we're gonna keep building while people are able to test it, tell us the greats, tell us the worst, and continue to build it to be something as a successful, not only a successful project, but something that people resonate with and really enjoy to use. So that's the ultimate goal, is to make sure that it's user friendly, and if we can mass adopt, we're doing the right thing. So yeah, as we start to close out the space here, I did want to invite I invited Canna City up, and I wanted to give them time to chat and say what's good.
Good afternoon. What's good? I'm listening to the 10KTF radio in the background. Seems like a ruggy day. And I just wanted, hold on a second. Franklin, could you maybe kill the dog for just the next couple minutes so I can talk without her barking at me? Hi, guys. Sorry. We're not really killing.
Throw them in the...
She just knows when I get into a space. She knows I could bark now, and she has to give me treats to shut me up. So instead of just talking to me or picking me up. So that's her little trick that she does when she knows I'm talking on my phone. Hi, everybody. I am one of us. I have filled out the application and I believe it accepted. I don't exactly know what I've joined, but I really appreciate it. I'm kind of fascinated by the fact that you guys are trying to take a swing at AR in a little bit of a different way. I'm Canna. I'm also House Versace. I'm on the community council over at Azerbala. So I've definitely been through some ups and downs over the last couple of years in the space. But I'm super excited to see what you're building. One of the things I do is we manage Rita, and we're working on he has an incredible interface that's not ready for prime time, but I've been playing around with it, and it's for every major social media stream, and it gives you can download articulated, fully movable little things that are ready to go. And for everything within, I believe, the mutants, the apes, the codas, and a few other things. So I'm very interested to see what your interface is and how it's working, and if we can be supportive in any way. I'm kind of fascinated. So if you need someone else to tinker around and play and mash buttons, let me know.
Of course. I mean, you're already in. So, I mean, all you're waiting for really right now is when is the app, and we're going to be releasing that as soon as we can. There's obviously a few things we're just tidying up, and yeah, you've probably already received your email saying, hey, they're good. We have a Git book that we're putting together as well. It's pretty much all done. Where we're going to be able to provide that. I want to add in some like videos as well, as so that like people that don't like to read, they'll be able to see a video and have an introduction to the app. But yeah, thank you so much for coming up here and saying that. It's interesting because there's a lot of components and a lot of to unpack with Metatope, and we are really trying to slow it down to where we can unpack things properly and onboard at this time we need to onboard the current community, and then from there we can build the experience together through trial and error and free and feedback to provide that to what we all think will be the best end result to go against all these huge animals out there. And yeah, we're excited. I mean, we've really put in a lot of time and effort. The last Jordan has been doing this for over 2 years now, and it's like this is a moment as we get closer and closer that we're just really excited to see happen, because we've been grinding. It's a true grind, and with all cards against us, with the market and everything, we really put our heads down and continue to double down and work even harder. So that's a little bit about the team behind the project. But yeah, Walker, did you want to say anything here before we close down? I think Walker might be gone already. He might be busy for a second here. But real quick, did you have Candace, did you have any questions right off the bat here, or is there something you want to take maybe in a DM and we can get together and really make sure that you're ready to go with the tech?
Yeah, I would love to do the whole DM thing and maybe loop in my London partner. We do merch together, and we represent a little gaggle of Yuga asset owners for licensing. And so we'd just love to play and find out what it is you guys are doing. And first of all, see if we can be of help, but also just like I'd love to be informed, because we want to use, you know, best practices wherever we can find them. And if you guys are really doing something different, I'd love to be supportive. And I think I might be able to solve the Jordan Joey Blue conundrum. I think it's because Joey is sporting his Gucci Grail. And so I think the blues actually changed for the Gucci Grail. And that may be why they're sporting two different blues today. And I wanted to put it out there because, I heard the need and I was willing to fill it with some information.
No, I thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah,
But I
man.
swear it was the same.
Somebody has to like clear up the blue issue, because nobody wants to be on the wrong side of the blue conundrum. It's never good. But it's really nice to hear you guys talking, and it's absolutely a pleasure. And it's episode 28. How I missed the first 27, I have no idea. But I'm looking forward to learning a lot more about what you guys are doing.
That's
Thank you
what
Yeah,
for
I
that.
actually had the same exact thought about the 27, 28 thing that you just said. I had the same exact thought. It's like, how
We've
the heck do I
we've
miss
just
this?
been they've been hosted the same time every Thursday, and then we really try. Every single week we're on here. We're not going to stop, and we'll probably even include more spaces as we getting more community and getting more people aware. I'm already talking to different hosts about doing spaces with us. We've obviously planned on joining other community spaces, but yeah, we might start doing 2 or 3 a weeks just for Metatope, and really just making sure that we are uncovering or encompassing every Twitter person. We don't want to leave people out on the other side of the world. I mean, there's some extremely cool people out there that are into AR, and we don't want to definitely miss out. So there should be more episodes coming up. Those might be called something different, but every single week, Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern, we run a Tope Talk.
Copy. Well, I am usually like working as hard as I can during that hour, because it's just before the 10 KTF dance party. So I'm usually like set my Thursday later afternoon free time for that. So that's the only thing. So if you're doing it other days, thank you. Yeah, exactly. Right, guys? So if you're doing it any other days, I'm so in, and I can come visit you guys the first hour and play. And I'm happy to do so.
So you
Yeah,
do you do some of the 10 KTF stuff?
Oh, heck yeah. OG, Grailed, Kagami, the whole bit.
Nice. Are you excited for that mint?
Um, Am I excited for
Bored
which?
Ape Mint. Sorry,
Oh
not
yeah.
Nonsense Kids. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm annoyed that we're told to go get a key and that we don't know where this key is going to be. That kind of bugs me. I mean, like we should have, if we're told go get the key, I don't want to wait like a couple weeks to start the key adventure. Like I should be able to go somewhere and sort of track it down. Now, also, that does not look like Jimmy the Monkey. Okay. Jimmy the Monkey has a fez. This guy has a sailor's cap. And if you look at his face compared to everybody else, he's an orangutan. There is no question that that guy is a friggin' orangutan. He's the color of orangutan and he's got the shape around his eyes. And there is absolutely no reason. I'm sorry to get kind of like fierce about this, but there is absolutely no reason to be introducing this guy as Jimmy the friggin' monkey when we know what Jimmy the monkey looks like. So this is some kind of like, power play, like look over here, we're doing something over there. I just don't think it's right. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, no, I mean, it looked like to me, honestly, I don't like looking too hard, but I just looked at the words Gary, and then I saw Gary V writing he's looking at NFTs literally the day that he said, well, yeah, I'm looking at the second week of January, and I'm like, that's literally when the Ape Mint is, and they just said something about Gary, and I'm like, is it Gary V?
It's possible that apparently that would mean that Gary V is Gary the Prophet Dog. Um, so I'm not saying it's not possible, but I don't
Prophet
know.
Dog Gary V.
I don't know.
Yo, I'm
There's
dead.
a lot of people who have weird crossover. They're like looking at the Kagami G tag, and I mean not the Kagami G tag, the G tag from Genesis items being recycled, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's exactly what the key is because there's like sparkles on a thing." No, no, no. The only key we know is location right now, and up a marsupial's butt that we cannot claim is absolutely 100% Jimmy the Monkey, even though he's the face of the Jimmy the Monkey trial poster. I'm just saying. I'm gonna
Jordan,
die on this
I
one.
swear I saw that ape get picked up. I swear to God, I thought I did. That one is beautiful. That
I
mutant.
appreciate it. It's my baby.
Beautiful.
Original 10K is like the alpha whenever you're getting mutants.
Good to know. Thank you.
And no drippy face too. That thing's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I was looking for a clean four trait, and yeah, it checked all the boxes for me. Um, but then Walker's had to upstage me with his just nasty M2.
That's how I met him, dude. I was like, that is a clean M2.
It's yeah, I'm a little jealous, but I wouldn't trade mine for anything. But yeah, Chris, I know you're talking to Kansas City about filling in some information, but let's try to hop on a call or something. I mean, again, Joey, always happy to chat offline. If you guys want to hop on a Zoom, we can talk more about the projects. And I again love people building in this space. And I think I mean, Walker says it, Chris says it. Rising tides raise all ships, and really, really got to keep working together. And appreciate everybody building.
Yeah, 100%. What's going on, Enzo? You got your hand up, man.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to say before we close out the space, I do have a winner for our $25 giveaway. For this week, the winner is Sphinx. I think that's how you say the name. I don't want to mispronounce it, but Sphinx, if you could please open up a ticket in Discord, and we'll get you your winnings as soon as possible. Thank you. That was all from me.
There we go. Let's go. So excited for that. And for everybody else, including Sphinx as well, make sure that you take a look at that Mutant Hounds Caller giveaway we're doing. I mean, if you want to be a part of it, it's all 100% free, and it'll get you involved with our community. Really excited to have anybody that wants to fill out a taupe list and kind of put some stuff about themselves, about what they're doing. For Joey, we found out that he filled out the application about 500 times. I think that was the 500th time. And yeah, that was a great one, Joey. You're in. Congratulations.
Yo, I was like, the whole time I literally felt like a madman. I couldn't even listen to the space. I was just filling it out. and I was just like over and over filling it out, like trying to get through it, and I couldn't because I filled it out genuinely the first time, and I'm like, damn it, now I got to redo it, and then I just kept redoing it over and over.
Nah, it's cool, man. I mean, it'll be a great conversation to find out more what you're involved with in the future when things can be more divulged into. But it's always great to see builders out here. It's always great to see collectors. It's always great to just see people that are interested in the technology of Web3, whatever Web3 is. It's nice to have conversations of things outside of metaverse and P to E and stuff that it's like we don't know how some works, some doesn't, and then it's finding the right ones. And yeah, metaverses, that's the whole nother discussion that we can get into in the future. But really excited for to see like these mutants and everything that's happening with the cartel and all that stuff. It's cool to see a Discord thriving in this market. It's something that I feel like unless you're a community that's been built for a while, that's something hard to do. So been enjoying time in
You
there.
guys all
Just
have your
like working.
handprints. You have like you're in the cartel.
I think Jordan might be. I have a hound, a collar, but that's just going into Discord as well. I like to spend my time just talking to people in that chat.
Yeah, you get your handprint by the official links in the Discord, and it just takes you to kind of like a Nifty Tailor interface, and you can just get your cool little guy with your handprint on the background. Our mutant is Lore, and we're deep into it. And boyfriend absolutely loved his Christmas presents of the hoodie and the T-shirt. We try merch all the time, and we're regularly disappointed. And these were gorgeous. Like if you know nothing about the project, it's gorgeous. And if you know anything about the project, they're even more lovable. Like cannot speak higher about the first clothing merch that came out of Mutant Cartel. And I'm really sorry about their hack today. No fun at all.
Yeah,
No bueno.
yeah,
Wait,
it sucks.
what? They got hacked?
Yeah, their website did, and then their Twitter. I mean,
Wait,
it
their
sucks.
website got hacked? What?
Are you sure about the website? All I know is
No, no, sorry,
I
not the
can
website.
confirm the
I know
The
their
Twitter.
Twitter
Twitter.
was
The
100% the
Twitter
Twitter.
did,
Yo,
and
you
it's
scared me for a
sending
second. I
people
was
to a
like, I'm
fake
pretty sure I'm
website. Yeah.
connected to that website right now.
No, they were doing a different. They were like putting out tweets and trying to get people to go to like a different website, but it looked pretty legit. It was like Mutant Hounds Collar NFT or MutantHoundsNFT.com or something.
Oh,
Uh,
dude, that guy is really good at scamming. His name's Monkey Drainer. He does every Bored Ape scam you can probably think of.
Yeah, I feel really bad for anybody that got taken advantage of today. And I'm sure they'll do, that community is very strong. And I think, and the power of everybody will get, most of that rectified, if not all of it. But yeah, I think that they'll bounce out fine.
That's
But yeah,
another thing that we could talk about in the future for Metatope is like the security of, because like those attacks are going to be crazy soon. Like
oh yeah,
education.
we actually have Certic audited, done for a ton of stuff, penetration testing. Jordan can touch more into that. I mean, that's definitely up his wheelhouse on what we've done so far. But I know that we're consistently having them and other parties too just do audits on everything that we do to make sure everything's secure.
Have you guys considered using something like Warm Wallet or one of these, cold, hot situations so that people don't have to connect directly?
Yes. Um, yes, we're going to reveal more information about that later. I don't really want to put exactly what our plan is in a recorded Twitter space right now. But what I will tell you is that we've undergone penetration testing, smart contract audits, and we're constantly looking at what's out there and creating innovative ways for people to act in as secure of a manner as possible when interacting with smart contracts.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go ahead and say final thoughts here. Thanks again for everybody coming out here and spending time with us in the space. We do these every Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Oh my God, I can't breathe. 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Pacific. I was about to say 8 p.m. Pacific on accident. But yeah, so again, thanks everyone for coming here. If anybody has any closing thoughts, anything they want to say, we obviously appreciate everyone and the listeners and the speakers. Please follow each other. And yeah, we'll go ahead and anybody else real quick?
Yeah. Are you guys making a PFP?
Yes.
Yes.
So we do.
Go on, Walker.
Go ahead, Jordan. Okay. So our PFP, that was what I was talking about. I know I said quite a lot. But Jared Morantz, he designed certain models of the Iron Man, Spider-Man, Batman. He did the OG Planet of the Apes, one of the most sought after concept artists in Hollywood. And he designed a cyberpunk-esque, really, really cool, like futuristic humanoid type asset that we'll be releasing a lot more on the creative soon, but over 100 quintillion possible combinations. And we're currently rendering some of those out. And I think the community is going to be very happy.
That's awesome. Love to hear it.
Yeah, man. And I just wanted to tell, Joey, Ken and Max and Enzo, Derby, Coffrey, all the amazing people that have come in here and contributed. This is really what makes a great conversation. And controversy is where growth happens. So thank everybody for coming in, and we can't wait to see you here next week.
I got to put it on my calendar.
I love it.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. I'm going to say one last thing because I cannot believe you guys mentioned that this is episode 28. So we've been doing this for over 6 months. I got to give this team a shout out. This team is incredible from just all aspects of it. I'm really lucky to be surrounded by such amazing people. And I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And let's Happy New Year, everybody. Here's to 2023.
Thanks, Jordan. See you guys.
Yeah, cyberpunk. Yeah. I mix my ETH with Polygon Pythagoras. MetaMask. Yeah, crypto cash. Yeah, I seen the metaverse through Metatope, my eyes a megaphone. Customize my empty skin to optimize my flesh and bone. Phase 1, evolution, revolution. Smart contracts inside your smartphone. Phase 1, evolution, revolution. Help me ET's phone. Whole body markerless motion capture. The metaverse broken after the Metatope golden era. The whitelist still open. Hurry up, what you need, golden chariot. Holy virgins that's holding cherubims, paving the road with fairy dust. Create the avatar of your wildest dreams, yeah, and use it inside your live stream. And all your metaverses, favorite games in widescreen. Metatope, visualize your digital ID. I seen the metaverse through Metatope, my eyes a megaphone. Customize my empty skin to optimize my flesh and bone. Yeah, Metatope is your mirror to the metaverse. Yeah, I seen the metaverse through Metatope, my eyes a megaphone. Customize my empty skin to optimize my flesh and bone. Metatope.